One of the things I love most about watches is the variety. Divers, pilot watches, classic three-handers, chronographs, you name it. At this point, we've seen almost every style imaginable, so it's rare for a brand to come out with something fresh and innovative. That's why I'm excited for today's video. We're taking a look at a watch that breaks the mold in a really cool way. Ciga Design is one of the most unconventional and creative names in the affordable mechanical watch world. Their Magician model is a great example on how they blend industrial with open work designs, or skeleton as they're also called. Instead of leading on vintage cues or classic dive watches, they're pushing the boundaries with a lot more artistic concepts. So if you're feeling a little burnt out on traditional styles and want something bold and very much original, this watch definitely checks those boxes. And true to its name, Magician, it does have a trick up its sleeve. The Magician, aka M Series, is built around a quick-swap magnetic case design that lets you transform the watch into three completely different styles. There's a barrel tonneau case, a round case, and a sports case with integrated lugs. All you do is pop the inner watch module out and drop it into a different case. It's fast, tool-free, and really satisfying. It's a lot like having three watches in one, and like many Ciga models, this watch features an open-worked skeleton dial showing off the mechanical movement inside to get a full view of the gears, mainspring, and escapement. The mechanism to add or remove one of the cases is super simple and seems really sturdy. The magnetic lock-in system is designed to hold securely while wearing. It's all constructed from 316L stainless steel, and there's definitely an apparent solid build quality throughout. Ciga Design has a handful of other really cool watches with three standouts. The first is the Z Series in the titanium edition. Of course, it has the signature skeletonized design that showcases the automatic movement with the full open work dial. It's modern, industrial, and another unique watch. I love how lightweight titanium is, as well as it being hyperallergenic and durable. Like the Magician, this one was also a Red Dot Design Award winner. The square case with soft curves make it one of the brand's most popular and recognized designs. There's also the Blue Planet that looks unreal with that rotating Earth dial. Basically, the 3D micro-carved globe rotates to display the time in a unique way, with a compass-like hands orbiting the dial. Kind of like Grand Seiko, it's poetic and practical. This one was the winner of the 2021 GPHG Challenge Watch Prize, essentially the Oscars for the watch world. The third is the Ciga Design X Series Gorilla Edition with an incredible shock-absorbing structure that features a modular case design with visible springs to absorb impacts. There's also a transparent suspension movement where the dial is suspended inside the outer case, creating a floating mechanical view like a watch on stilts. It's bold and a beast inspired by the strength and aggression of a gorilla. It's full of character with sharp lines, accents, and a cool silhouette. The watch does have some serious wrist presence, and it's very potentially a conversation starter. So if you're someone who prefers flying under the radar, it might not be the best fit. But if you want something that stands out, looks original, and is just straight up cool, this one's got you covered. I admit I've never owned anything quite like this before. The mix and match concept is very fascinating, and the floating movement design with that three-dimensional architecture creates the illusion that the dial is suspended mid-air. As for the specs, here's the breakdown. The round case measures 46.2 millimeters by 49. The square case is 44 by 49.25, and the tonneau case comes in at 46 millimeters by 52.25. All three share the same thickness of 10.8 millimeters, which goes a long way in keeping them wearable and surprisingly comfortable despite the bold footprint. It's chunky by design, but that's part of its charm. I enjoy wearing all sizes of watches from modest 34 to 36 millimeters all the way up to 50 plus. Each gives me a different experience. It's worth noting the included fluoro rubber strap the watch comes equipped on does add more to the comfort. It's soft, flexible, and feels like solid quality. It also brings a sporty, casual edge to an otherwise very dramatic and artistic timepiece. Another cool detail is how they've incorporated lume onto the watch. There's a hovering rotating gear instead of a traditional seconds hand that has a luminous coating. Looks really cool and adds legibility in low light conditions for those that need that. The watch also has plenty of protection with a sapphire glass that does a really good job with legibility. The crystal's super clear and really lets the dial be seen easily at any angle. Aside from the cool 3-in-1 setup, another big standout feature is the movement. Powering the mechanical engine is a Ciga Design original caliber, the CD02. It has a 28,800 frame rate, 40-hour power reserve, and listed accuracy of -15 to +30 seconds per day. On paper, nothing extraordinary, but in comparison to the Seiko NH35, a go-to affordable automatic caliber that has an accuracy of -20 to +40 seconds per day. So a nice little win for Siga. The case is really quite a work of art and has so many cool details that stand out and make this watch special with the different finishing and angular cuts. Even the crown is interesting with its deep groove design that looks awesome and makes adjusting and winding the watch easy. I don't naturally gravitate towards watches with a skeleton layout, but this one just hits differently. I think the minute markers and numerals running the outside perimeter of the dial and the 4 screws add a fun and useful detail. And because Siga manufactured the movement, they're able to place the different components in a specific way with intent of it being seen as part of the design. If they simply used an existing movement, it would definitely look a lot different, especially taking into consideration affordable mechanical movements are not designed to be utilized in skeleton watches, so they just kind of look a little weird. It's perhaps fair to say this is one of those watches that might not be for everyone. It has a very distinct style, a larger size, and very unique design, but for anyone that is into this type of watch or intrigued by it, the build quality is really fantastic. The finishing on the dial and 3 different cases are done well. I really appreciate how much it leans on brushed finishes as opposed to polished. I think if there was more polished sections, it would be a little too shiny and take away from its natural appeal. This is a big reason why the watch still comes across sporty. It for sure has plenty of elegance and has that high-end luxury watch appeal, but a lot more casual in its execution. I've seen Ciga Design ads throughout the years and stumbled upon some reviews, so it's awesome to get hands-on with one of their watches. Although I haven't been paid for this review, the brand did reach out asking me if I'd be up for a collaboration and sending me some of their watches. I've had a handful of watch companies reach out with this similar request. Usually, they're just not a good fit, but I couldn't resist this one. I am glad I did because this watch is unlike the typical watches we see, like a lot of the Submariner lookalikes, minimalist pilot watches, or even great Gata watches with vibrant textured dials. So helping to support a watch brand that's doing something different and bringing fresh creative designs to the mix is a welcome task. Siga is going down their own path and deserve the recognition. Interestingly, this model comes in 3 case options: steel, titanium, and a DLC-coded all-black version. All have a retail price of $599. For many, that no longer falls within the target affordable price range, but this watch does have an in-house manufactured movement, super innovative design, and many other attributes that went into putting it together. They do have an official Amazon store, and it's available with Prime shipping, so you have that easy returns and quick shipping. I'll put the link in the description for anyone interested. This is the most interesting watch I've showcased on this channel, so I am curious what you all think of it, so do let me know. That's it for today. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.